Hey, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Instead of trying on outfits and styling them today, I'm going to talk about what happens in fashion when you gain or lose weight. Mostly what happens to you psychologically, in your closet, and maybe some tips as to what to do when you don't fit in the clothes that you had and how to move forward. I also thought it would be fun to show a couple pieces of makeup that I find are just for pure enjoyment. Nobody needs these, but they're really fun. And the first one is the ColourPop Freckle Pen. So you just dab freckles on your face, and I don't advocate for wanting to wish you were different and look different, but this can be really fun just to play with. People online are going wild for NYX lip colors, but this is the Strictly Vinyl Eyeliner, and I bought it in purple. Now, just like the lip color, it sounds like it's going to be a really bright color that stays and is not going to smudge. So we'll see. The reason that I brought this up is because I noticed in 4 out of 5 of my first YouTube videos, I mentioned that I had gained weight. I didn't realize that I was doing this, but when I watched myself back, I heard that I was saying, oh, I gained some weight, I gained some weight. And sometimes I was just saying it, and sometimes it was really relevant to the message. Like my video where I was going to New York City and I packed in the beginning of the video and then showed you my whole trip and my outfits on the trip. I'll leave that in the cards. In that video, I had a really good purpose of bringing up gaining the weight, and I was talking about these pants that I had bought that I was excited to wear in New York City, and how much more comfortable I felt with my body. But other times I was just talking about it, and yeah, it's great to disarm anything that you're uncomfortable with by talking about it because it takes the power away, but I also don't need to talk about my weight at all or ever unless I really want to. And so when I realized I was doing it too much, I thought, well, let me address it and let's talk about fashion. So maybe this can apply to losing a lot of weight, but I'm talking about gaining weight. But I gained weight a couple years ago and the number hasn't gone down. So if that helps you gauge where I am in my journey, like this was all of a sudden weight gain, but it's not anymore, and I'm a lot more used to it. And these are the tips that I have because it has not been an easy journey, and I didn't really know how to approach what to wear and what to do with the clothes that I love that I had curated to my closet. So the first thing that I think you should do is go to the store and try on clothes without looking at the tags. I mean, obviously you're gonna notice the size as you take it off the rack, especially if the number is on the hanger. But just grab a bunch of different sizes, including the size that you think you are, and then try things on without looking at what number they are. So if you want to try on jeans, grab a few jeans in different sizes. Go to the dressing room, put them on without knowing, oh, which pair was this, which pair was that size, and then see how they look. When they don't fit, just take them right off. Don't even try and squeeze in. When you find the ones that fit, just look for the fit. Is it squeezing you or is it too loose? Once you find the Goldilocks pair, buy them. You should already be at a store that you want to buy the jeans from. Buy them. You need to have pants that you wear all the time, or maybe it's not jeans, but a lot of people wear jeans all the time. You need to wear something that fits immediately, because otherwise you're going to be frustrated every day when you go to your closet and you don't know what to wear, you can't fit in your pants. A lot of times if you gain weight, you can still wear the same tops or maybe a flowy dress, but the pants, they are not forgiving. They're supposed to be fitted around the waist. And so I would say a lot of bodies gain weight in the waist and it shows up in other parts, but the pants are just something that you need to have that fit you. I can't tell you how long I waited to get pants that fit me. I was in denial, so I was squeezing into my pants that I already had, and those were low-rise jeans, So where I had gained weight was above the low rise. But even then, you can almost feel, if you've been in my shoes, you can almost feel the top of the waistband like folding out because it can't stay flush with your skin. Your skin is pushing it out. And you don't have to live that way, right? You need to buy the jeans, even if they're secondhand. When I referenced my other video, I was saying that I was excited to wear these pants in New York City. Those were black dress pants, wide leg. They have the hook and eye closure and a zipper. They have pleats. They were $14 from Nasty Gal. My next tip is to not spend that much money on the new clothes. You might still be dealing with how the clothes you already have money invested in them, and you don't know what to do yet. Maybe you're not healthy, and so you don't plan to stay at that body type or body size. So I recommend buying the cheaper pants. I mean, I always recommend secondhand, but often secondhand pants can be cheaper than the ones that you would go out and buy. So when I got these Nasty Gal pants for $14, I was pumped. I didn't spend that much money. I do plan on changing my body size because I am and was at an unhealthy size. That way I don't feel guilty about buying a whole new wardrobe. But as I said in tip 1, you need to buy new clothes that actually fit. I added freckles on the side, and then I put them across the bridge of my nose and on this side too. You can make them different sizes. Having clothes that fit you with the body that you have right now is really important for your own morale and your own comfort. Having pants that you're squeezed into all the time make you feel uncomfortable. You try to hide that the waistband is sliding or that you feel super bloated and the button is not going to work soon. And sometimes that makes you self-conscious or adjusting your clothes when you're trying to really just enjoy yourself with the people that you're with. Physically, it's uncomfortable. And so if you have pants that fit, you're going to not even think about your clothes because they're just gonna fit. They're not gonna be falling off, falling down, squeezing you, poking you. If you're thinking that you might put this off and see if you can manipulate your body size, I'm begging you, please don't do that. I literally squeezed myself into my pants for like 2 years till I bought larger jeans. And I'm wearing those jeans right now. The jeans that I'm wearing are a different size than what I think I should be health-wise. And I got these jeans at Old Navy. I found them in the clearance section. I tried them on, and I actually think that they're a little bit loose, but I did not decide to get a different one because I wasn't sure if my body was gonna continue to gain weight. So I just was like, these are fine. These are the style that is in now, where they're like straight leg, not totally mom jeans, but I wanted the straight leg with the taper on the bottom, and all my jeans are skinny jeans or wide leg, and I squeeze into the skinny jeans and I don't fit in the wide leg jeans at all. So getting a clearance type pair of jeans, not only for keeping the cost down when your body is in flux, but also when you don't know if a style is going to stay in style. You don't want to pay that much money for something that's going to go out of style. Whoa. It's dried up. This is bad. I had never opened this. Did you see me peel the sticker? Okay, so hello, NYX Professional Makeup. I never even opened this and it doesn't work. Let's just do something else with this. New makeup, okay? Bare Minerals. I love these. I have a couple. They are matte lip glosses basically, and they do stay put really well and have such a smooth finish. So let's not let the people down. Let's do something with makeup. So I was saying, the next tip is to change who you follow online. I mean, you don't have to get rid of people, but if there's anyone online on social media that you find yourself comparing your body to, or you feeling a little bit envious or jealous of their body, you should unfollow them. There are other people online who might be a similar size to you, bigger than you, smaller than you, who are body positive or body neutral, and they are much more uplifting. They accept themselves. And the reason that I recommend this is because seeing other people accept their bodies and celebrate their bodies and also talk about how your body's beautiful even though they don't know who you are is really actually powerful. It gets in your head. The more you scroll that social media and you see these people, it helps you see that you can be beautiful like them and embrace who you are. And that psychologically is super helpful in embracing your body at any size. I will link some people that I'm recommending below. I know one of them is called Gabby Fresh, but I think she just changed Fresh to like her actual last name or something. So I will check that. Another one is Bad Fat Black Girl. And you might also know some celebrities who celebrate their bodies and get a lot of disgusting like public flack around how they look and people calling them names when really they're healthy. Their bodies just are different sizes than what the American beauty standard decides is okay. The more that I filled my social media with beautiful women who are celebrating their bodies of all different sizes, shapes, heights, curves, colors, the more I felt like I could see potential in myself, because some of these ladies have a lot of curves and the way that they dress, they look amazing. And so when I felt like I was bigger and somehow that was bad, which it's not, I was internalizing it, thinking just like my body is bad. But then I saw bigger bodies dressing really fashionably, and it made me realize that I just needed to have clothes that fit me and I could still look fabulous. I could still have style. Obviously, I knew that they had style, but I wasn't giving that to myself. You know, I always knew that someone else could look amazing and be confident if they had clothes that just fit. Learned that on What Not to Wear when I was like 13. And so I basically wasn't allowing myself to have that same experience and get some clothes that fit, and I was depriving myself for like 2 years because I just decided that the new size that I was bad, even though it wasn't going away anytime soon. And that goes back to number one, where you buy pants that fit immediately. Okay, the next question tends to be about what to do with the clothes that you have that don't fit. I heard this really cool idea that is meaningful to me, where the things that you have emotional ties to them, and so maybe somebody gave you something and it reminds you of them, and that might be positive. Or maybe somebody gave you a gift and you don't like it and you would never use it, so when you see it, your brain subconsciously thinks like, oh, there's that thing I never use, or there's that thing that's ugly to me, or there's that thing I haven't given away or I feel guilty about because I don't know what to do and I can't get rid of it because I don't want that person to find out. You know, there's this whole story. Even if you don't go through all those thoughts in your head at the time, your brain knows that that's what it's thinking about behind the scenes. Same thing with clothes. If you go in your clothes and you're trying to find something to wear and they just don't fit, you might feel guilty about not fixing your body, or you might feel nostalgia and sadness about the way your body used to be because you're not embracing it now. I recommend at least sorting through the things that fit and the things that don't, so that every day you don't have to feel that weight of like, I have nothing to wear or none of my things fit. Again, I've been doing this to myself for years, where I try to get dressed and I'm like, well, that doesn't fit, that doesn't fit, that doesn't fit. You're going through your closet, you try on some pants, you're like, well, these would match this top that I've already picked out. The pants don't fit, then you don't have an outfit because nothing matches the top, and so sort through your stuff. It'll probably take several hours, but find things that fit, find things that don't fit, and maybe even have a third pile of things that could fit you like if you manipulated them a little bit. And what I mean by that is, like, I have dresses that I was able to keep wearing after gaining weight, and they might be a little bit uncomfortable because they might be tighter in like the waistband, but they're not too small to wear. So sometimes there's an occasion where you need a dress, and although technically it doesn't fit exactly, I might need this, so I'm not going to put it away. Then take everything that doesn't fit and put it away, somehow in those vacuum sealed bags that shrink, or a bin, or maybe just split your closet in half and you put the things that don't fit on one side on hangers and the things that do fit on the other side. I don't know if you can cover that stuff up, but the point is to not have to think about it, not have to sort through it when you get dressed every day. Emotionally and mentally, it's work. It's work deciding and figuring out what fits. It's work talking yourself through, trying to find something that fits. It's just too much. You need to make it easier for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Like I said, in the least you're sorting your things, if you have changed and your body is totally different and you need to accept that it's not going to go back to how it was, then you should get rid of the things that no longer serve you. They no longer fit you, or they make you feel uncomfortable, or like they're too tight or they're too loose. They don't look right anymore. They don't hang right on your body. Maybe your body composition changed, and so the way that clothes lie on you is not working. Get rid of those. Give them away. Don't throw them away. Donate them somewhere. You know what I like is to get the Thread Up Clean Out Kit. You go online, you order a clean out kit, they mail you this huge bag, unfold it when it comes to you, for free. It has a shipping label on it for free. And you fill up this huge bag, really big, and then pull the sticker off, close it up, and bring it to the post office or leave it for your mail person, and it takes it away. If they sell some of your things, you get like a couple dollars from the things that they can sell, but otherwise they will sustainably recycle or donate your clothes. If you're in that stage where your body is not changing and you need to accept it, you get rid of those clothes, then you're probably going to have to buy more clothes. But also be kind to yourself and take your time. It might not help you to go out and buy a lot of clothes, either because you don't have the money, but also I was going to say because you might want to figure out what you like on you first. You might want to try on a lot of things, or look at some inspiration photos on Pinterest, or even someone in the street. See what they're wearing, and if their body is kind of like yours and you like what they're wearing, just think about the style elements so that you can copy them. There might be a feature that you wanted to emphasize before and now you don't, or maybe you want to wear something that's totally different, create some volume on your top or bottom half. And so this is your time to really think about what is going to be best for you, make you feel really confident when you get your new wardrobe. I do want to give a moment to talk about people whose bodies are in flux and they actually know that they're going to change. Some people know because they're like on a weight loss journey back to health. Some people know that maybe they were a smaller size and they're gaining weight to become healthy. In that case, you're going to be wearing clothes where your sizes change, and so that brings more clothes into the picture. If you have the means, meaning the money, you might go for one of those services where they pick out clothes for you and then send them to you. You can either rent them or you can buy them, but you can adjust your size, and some stylist will pick out things for you, and then you try them on at home where you're comfortable, and you decide what you're going to keep and you send back what you don't want. Especially the rental service, that could be really convenient if your size is going to continue to change, because you try on a few things and then you send them back, or you wear those things for a little while and then you're done with them and your body's still changing, so you need new stuff, you send it away, you never bought it in the first place. Also, something to do for someone whose body is in flux is to buy elastic waists. Buy things with elastic waists. I did this at first when I was gaining weight, because I didn't know that it was gonna be here to stay. And what I did was, first I bought some shorts for the summer, I bought 2 pairs. I bought one that was kind of like more casual, elastic waist from Amazon. And then I bought this other elastic waist where they were not dress shorts, but they were flowy and black, so they almost looked like culotte shorts. And those served me well. They worked fine with tons of different outfits, and that worked as I was gaining weight and actually not sure where I was gonna stop at. I also bought some dresses that were like trapeze style. So they had, they were sleeveless, and there was like this crisscross tie sometimes, or something like exciting at the top that made it more unique. And then the rest was like an A-line or trapeze, meaning going out. And so it didn't matter what size my body was because it was gonna fit as the dress went out, no matter what. Another thing for just a confidence boost is using some psychology. So I heard this somewhere, I don't remember where, but if you look in the mirror, you should say to yourself, I like what I see. And you know, you can kind of like flirt with yourself, but anytime you look in the mirror, even if your first thoughts are like, oh, I hate this, or I look gross, or whatever, finish the thought with, I like what I see. Because it's science that if you have a positive thought when you do a certain thing, you're creating a habit by firing that neuron in your brain to say, I look in the mirror, I say, I like what I see. Even if you don't believe yourself, you're starting that pathway, and the more you do it, the more that neuron is firing down that pathway, and you will eventually think it more and start to believe it. If you don't like, I like what I see, think of some other affirmations or compliments to give yourself in the mirror. As far as buying fashion, when you don't know what size you are and you have enough clothes to live comfortably, comfort is key, then I would recommend satisfying your fashion buying, if you want to buy, with buying accessories or shoes. Usually our shoe sizes do not change, and therefore you can get some enjoyment out of shopping for shoes. Because I know when I was feeling down about the changes in my body, if I went shopping or even shopped online, I was like, well, I don't know what size to get. I don't know what size I am, and I was feeling unhappy. If you just skip that crap, look at shoes, you can, you know, make shopping a little bit more enjoyable without overcomplicating it. And yes, you need to get clothes that fit, and yes, you need to accept yourself and love who you are, but that takes time. So in that process, if you want to go shopping, I'm saying avoid the topics or the categories of clothing that make you sad. There's no reason to do that to yourself. Also accessories, just like hair clips or bows or jewelry or even like a scarf, something like that that's going to be exciting and spice up the outfits that you're wearing, can feel like you have something new or something that fits the season, and you might really enjoy styling some new things like that. Also, accessories are cheaper, so you know, you never have to fit in a purse. So like I said, I'm addressing what I was talking about. I hope that in my future videos I won't be talking about gaining weight, because it has nothing to do with my value and it has nothing to do with your value. You're valuable no matter what your body looks like and whatever size you are. So if these tips helped you, leave a comment or add some more ideas for people in the comments. We'd love to start a conversation. Much love.